Just 2 weeks removed from Valentine's Day, we've got 15 questions for you on smooches, bear hugs, and sheer romance with the theme of true love. This is Trivia with Buds. Be it what? And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. This is a special mini episode. We put these out on Thursdays, and they are just a good chunk of trivia. 15 questions for you to test your wits on. So if you like longer episodes, if you like guest interviews and more banter, check out our full-length episodes on Tuesdays. And if you like the shorter bits, check out these mini episodes on Thursdays. Combined with mini and full episodes, I just hit 50,000 downloads on the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for reviewing, and subscribing to the show and telling a friend about it. 50,000, that's not easy to do. It took me about a year and a half, and I'm very excited about it. So thank you from the bottom of my podcasting heart. If you like this show and if you've spread the word about Trivia with Buds, play along today with these 15 questions on true love, just a couple weeks after Valentine's Day. And if you send me your answers to the questions in an email, ryanbudds@gmail.com, you will be entered in a raffle to win an amazing pop culture art square of Danny Trejo in Machete from my good friend artist Drew Blank. Drew has a lot of fun stuff going on his website. Go to drewblank.com and see his amazing skills at putting pop culture characters on a page. We have 85 other episodes of the show that are all named by the topics they're about, so go back and check out some of these TV-related episodes. Episode 83, that was our last full-length episode. That was about Scrubs and WWE, which are both on television. Check out that, episode 83. Episode 63 has some South Park trivia, and episode 44 is a dual TV episode. It's Star Trek and Futurama trivia. So go back and listen to those and listen to some great guests we've had on that pop in as well. Without any further ado, we're going to dive into 15 questions on true love. Here we go. All right, we got 15 questions for you on true love, and we're going to dive right in right now with the first question. I'm going to read all the questions, then I'll tell you a quick story about me and true love, and then we'll come back with the answers and a little outro. So here we go. Question number 1, true love. In the movie True Romance, Patricia Arquette's character is named after which U.S. state? Question number 1, in the movie True Romance, Patricia Arquette's character is named after which U.S. state? Question number 2, what did the band Nazareth say about love in their hit 1975 song? Question number 2, what did the band Nazareth say about love in their hit 1975 song? Question number 3, what comedic actor starred in the film Punch Drunk Love? Question number 3, what comedic actor starred in a film called Punch Drunk Love? Question number 4, who was head coach of the Chicago Bears from 2004 to 2012? Question 4, who was head coach of the Chicago Bears from 2004 to 2012? Question number 5, what network aired the show True Blood? Question number 5, what network aired the show True Blood? Question number 6. Love Me Tender was a 1956 song by what artist? Number 6. Love Me Tender was a 1956 song by what artist? Question number 7. Who receives a Valentine from Lisa Simpson reading I Choo Choo Choose You? Question number 7. Who receives a Valentine from Lisa Simpson reading I Choo Choo Choose You? Question number 8. What is another name for a secluded area where couples might go park their cars and make out? Question number 8. What's another name for a secluded area where couples might go park their cars and make out? Question number 9. Mike Love is the founding member of what hit group? Question number 9. Mike Love is the founding member of what hit group? Question number 10. What reality show that was a spinoff of The Flavor of Love starred Tiffany Pollard? Question number 10. What reality show that was a spinoff of The Flavor of Love starred Tiffany Pollard? Question number 11. What kind of athlete was Greg the Hammer Valentine? Question number 11. What kind of athlete was Greg the Hammer Valentine? Question number 12. What TV show's theme song was called Love and Marriage? Question number 12. What TV show's theme song was called Love and Marriage? Question number 13. What band had a song with lyrics saying, "Shot through the heart and you're to blame"? Question number 13. What band had a song with lyrics saying, "Shot through the heart and you're to blame"? Question number 14. Who wrote a series of novellas and short stories turned into a movie called Hearts in Atlantis? Question number 14. Who wrote a series of novellas and stories turned into a movie called Hearts in Atlantis? And question number 15. Who had a hit song in the late 70s called Barracuda? Question number 15. Who had a hit song in the late 70s called Barracuda? All right, those are your first 15 questions, the 15 questions for this mini episode about true love. Let's see how you did in just a second, but before we give you the answers, here's a quick story about me and love. All right, I was thinking about me and true love, and of course I have to tell the story about how I met my wife, Ashley Starling Budds. She's been on the show before. If you want to go back and listen to our battle, it was Patrick Swayze movies, Ghost, and Dirty Dancing and Roadhouse, so you can go back and check that out in the feed. And we also did one right around Christmas time, I believe, talking about Christmas traditions. So if you want to listen to me and my wife battling some trivia, go back and check out those episodes. But I met my wife in college, Western Illinois University, in 2004. Yeah, 2004 going into 2005, back in the day. And I had bought these pants, these plaid pants, out of a Kohl's ad that I saw. I was working at Blockbuster in Crestwood, Illinois in 2004, getting ready to go away to college as a sophomore at the state school. And I saw this ad for this pair of pants at Kohl's, and they were plaid, kind of like golf pants, but they were kind of like supposed to look hip. And I'm like, I'm going to go buy these pants after work because there was a Kohl's in the same parking lot as the Blockbuster. And I'm going to wear those my first day of school. So I bought the pants. I put them on. I'm like, I look pretty boss, as you would say back in the day. And I wore them to class, and nobody noticed them. Nobody looked at me any differently. I just looked like a weirdo, I guess. And it just kind of blended in to the college atmosphere. But I got a message on MySpace later that night from my now wife who had said, hey, I think we have the same English class together. Do you know what the assignment was? P.S. Nice pants, by the way. And that was our first chat, and we've been together ever since. So that's my story about true love and a weird pair of pants I saw in a Kohl's ad. I'd love to hear your love or romantic story with your significant other. Send me an email, ryanbudds@gmail.com, and maybe I'll share it on the podcast if it's nice and fun. Let's get to those answers about your 15 questions on true love. Here we go. All right, everybody. Thanks again for listening to this episode about true love. I got the answers to your questions right here. Let's go over them one by one and see how you did on this little 15-question quiz. Number 1 for true love. In the movie True Romance, Patricia Arquette's character is named after which U.S. state? The answer was Alabama. Alabama. I asked some of these questions at a live trivia night, and a lot of people guessed Georgia, which sounds like a gal's name, but in this movie, her name is Alabama. Question number 2, what did the band Nazareth say about love in their hit 1975 song, Love Hurts? That was that song, Love Hurts. That's what I was looking for. It hurts, according to Nazareth in 1975. Question number 3, what comedic actor starred in the film Punch Drunk Love? The answer was Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler. I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan. I probably was back in the day, but I remember seeing this movie way back in 2002, and I was like, man, his acting is really top-notch in this movie, and I cannot believe that movie came out 16 years ago. Punch Drunk Love. Go watch it. Question number 4, who was head coach of the Chicago Bears from 2004 to 2012? The answer was Lovie Smith. There's your rare sports question on this show. Lovie Smith, coach of the Chicago Bears. Now he's the head coach of the University of Illinois, I believe. Question number 5, what network aired the show True Blood? I always thought it was Showtime. I don't know why I had Showtime in my head, but it was actually HBO. True Blood was on HBO. Question number 6, Love Me Tender was a 1956 song by what artist? The answer was Elvis. Elvis. Question number 7, who receives a Valentine from Lisa Simpson reading I Choo Choo Choose You? That's, of course, Ralphie Wiggum. Ralph Wiggum on The Simpsons. My friend Bill Havernack has a great dog, a little pug named Wiggum after Ralph, and he's a very special dog. Question number 8, what is another name for a secluded area where couples might go park their cars and make out? Now, you could have had a couple of different answers, but because it was called True Love, I was looking for Lover's Lane. That is a specific definition of Lover's Lane. Some people will call out the point or make out point, but I was looking for Lover's Lane. Question number 9. Mike Love is the founding member of what hit group? The Beach Boys. Remember, they were on Full House quite a bit. Those were fun episodes. The Beach Boys. Question number 10. What reality show that was a spinoff of The Flavor of Love starred Tiffany Pollard? I Love New York. I've never seen a second of either of those shows, nor will I before I die. But the answer was I Love New York. Question number 11, what kind of athlete was Greg the Hammer Valentine? You guys know, if you've listened for a while, I cannot go a week without mentioning wrestling in some way. And Greg the Hammer Valentine was a pro wrestler. I believe he's still alive. And he was known for a few racist promos back in the day, so you can Google those or YouTube them if you want to see some brutal promo action from Greg the Hammer Valentine, but a pretty good in-the-ring wrestler. Question number 11, what kind of athlete? Oh, no, that was the last one. Question 12, what TV show's theme song was called Love and Marriage? That was, of course, Married with Children, Al Bundy and Family, Married with Children. Great show. When that show used to come on Sunday nights, it was time for me to go to bed, which I think was 8 p.m., and I definitely never went to sleep at 8 p.m., but good try, Dad. Question number 13, what band had a song with lyrics saying shot through the heart and you're to blame? Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi, which, tying into my love story, my wife got me tickets to see John Bon Jovi and the whole band in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the first year where we were together for Christmas. And it was a great show. They put on like a 3-hour show. And even if you like the band a little bit, you'd be impressed by how well they can still perform, especially John Bon Jovi on the vocals. Go see him live if you can. Shot through the heart and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Question number 14. Who wrote a series of novellas and short stories turned into a movie called Hearts in Atlantis? If it's a book turned into a movie, you're never wrong guessing with Stephen King, which was the answer here. Stephen King. That was what we're looking for. Stephen King, after rehab from drugs and alcohol, he wrote a book called Needful Things, which was a trivia question I asked this week. I've never seen the movie or the book anywhere, but I'm going to check that out next for my next Stephen King kick. Needful Things. It looks pretty cool. Number 15, last question. Who had a hit song in the late 70s called Barracuda? The band was called Heart. There you go, to tie into the True Romance theme one last time. There you go, to tie into the True Love theme one last time. Those were all the answers to the questions. I hope you had a good time testing yourself on these True Love questions. How'd you do? Send me your answers in an email, ryanbudds@gmail.com, and I'll pick one person who got all the questions right and send them a pop culture art square. Today's square is of Danny Trejo himself in the movie Machete, drawn by my good friend Drew Blank. Drew Blank has a great Kickstarter going, an Indiegogo, I believe. It's for a new horror nursery rhyme book. The link is in the show notes, wherever you're listening to this episode on. Check out the show notes and look for Drew Blank's horror nursery rhyme book. It looks really fun. I'm going to get my signed copy with one of the tiers of donations for that book. drewblank.com for more information. Tuesday, we're back with a full-length episode, and we got some great rounds coming your way for that episode. And we have a new mini episode coming next Thursday. So subscribe to Trivia with Buds wherever you're listening to this on, and you'll get those new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, I have a huge special event Saturday, April 21st at Last Name Brewing in Upland, California. If you're a SoCal native, you don't want to miss this. It's Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars trivia packed into a 3-hour game show type event. You're going to love it. Ticket info is coming very soon, and you can win some amazing prizes at that event. Check out triviawithbuds.com for all your trivia needs, and thanks so much for listening to the Trivia with Buds podcast. We'll see you soon. Cheers.